welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. The game only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
We'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, one went right through.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He'll take this at the 10. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. He was 29, by the way. And he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback. Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally. But really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Dobbins. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Counter give here to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set for Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty and simplicity, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs go up 10-zip here in the 1st. return from the 7. Takes out a one-stop. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Picks off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You may run in our defensive meetings this week. That's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. Nix from the gun. Lofts one deep, center of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Finds him over the middle. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 20. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
First down throw, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Second down run by Pacheco. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Motioning the tight end now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And down he goes, the Broncos got there. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. Blitz coming. Mahomes has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
First down, Denver.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Here he goes on the bootleg. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a one-score game in the first half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos get it back to within 6.
14, Broncos 7.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And this one does not go far.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They run the counter with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 35. First down, Denver.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
It didn't look like he ever really got a chance to fully get that play started, Kate. Just not enough time for him to work before they were all over him making that stop.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Broncos trailing on the scoreboard. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Nix looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now Nix on 3rd down. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get a late score and tie it before the half. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of the quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
That one right down the middle, and they'll take the lead.
14, Chiefs 13.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First call here coming from the shotgun. To the air, Mahomes. Ooh, almost a throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Another throw for Mahomes. Setting up the screen. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing again, Mahomes. Check down complete to Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Again, Mahomes to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 6. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, that's one you watch the next day, Kate, you're just bummed. As a QB, you're a perfectionist. And when it's caught but out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little bit more accurate on your end.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. This is brought in at the 50. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. On return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. Run from Pacheco to start the half. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lead.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 34. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
He shovels this one forward. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Broncos' 21-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to number 87, Travis Kelce. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 5-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Here's Mahomes. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Mahomes here from the gun on third down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Will set up for the
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing on first down, Nix. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down, Broncos.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running it again with Dobbins. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's a 4-yard down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Free play here. Let's see what he does. He's got Sutton complete. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty.
The penalty is declined.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running it after the penalty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's 2nd and 5. Has it downfield working the left. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos trim the deficit down to 5.
Broncos 21.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Smith on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off play action. It's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Chiefs. First down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And that effort yields them about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right back to Pacheco. And he gets this forward to the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push the lead up to 12. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Denver set to take the field on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Nix with it on first. Running by his back, Dobbins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down, Broncos.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 37. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix from the gun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, I think we could all tell, Brock, when they saw that flag, they knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, and unlike those wrestlers I watched growing up who could hide under the ring and just get away from everybody, there's no hiding now. All eyes on him.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 21. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And he drives this forward to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Now Nix on 3rd down. The back's got it. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos trim the deficit down to 5.
Broncos 28.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. First down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs with a 5-point lead. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. He'll throw it. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The drive picks up here. First and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he can't escape Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
And 12 at the 38-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Who else? Kelsey's got another. And they take him down right along the 30.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. From the left hash, this is from 47. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he is to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. He got away with one there.
That one finds his man, Ingram, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here he goes, one final shot. Finds the in route complete. And he is hauled down on what's going to be the final play in this game. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.